Joining our delicious chocolate class today with Geri Sanders. My name is Maria Gomez, and I am the president of the San Diego LDI chapter. Can everybody hear me? Yeah.
There's some background noise going on. I think everybody needs to mute.
Yeah, let me go ahead and mute everybody. I can do that really quick. And I think we are good. Okay. We have one more and one more. Okay. So again, my name is Maria Gomez. I am the president of the LDI San Diego chapter. Thank you so much for joining our class today. We're so excited. Who doesn't like chocolate? Oh my God. We're going to learn so much today. Our San Diego chapter organization as a whole, we have about 43 chapters worldwide, most of them in the U.S. We're a nonprofit women's organization focused in food, beverage, and hospitality, helping women in these industries through mentoring and scholarships. So thank you. You know, the purchase of your ticket will help somebody in our community, so we thank you so much. And we have other classes coming up the rest of the year, and we would love for you guys to join us. I will do a longer welcome. I'm going to play a short video and just to kind of run through what the program is going to be. There's two things that you might want to see on your Zoom. We have Cam 1 and Cam 2. That means camera 1 is going to be you'll see Geri, you know, it'll be facing her. And then Cam 2 is a camera that's facing her hand. So you'll see a block. You can click on that at any time, and you'll be able to see what she's doing. So with that, I am going to share a small video, and then Geri will start our class today. So thank you again. Here we go. Let's see. Where's the video? Sorry. It'll take me a second to find her video. Oh my God, where's the video? Come on. How can I share? Oh my God, give me 1 second. There we go. Where's the video? Here it is. Okay. Go back in here and share. And go here. Share. And here's the video.
Well, hi, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my kitchen. This is Geri's Chocolate Kitchen, and you are an honored guest. Today we're going to explore how to make different types of chocolate. As you can see, chocolate can be used as an art form as well as a culinary pleasure. Come on in, let the fun begin.
So hold on, Geri. Let me go ahead and stop the shoots. Stop the share. There we go. And let me go ahead and mute. And do we see you, Geri? Can you help me?
Oh, yeah, what do you need that?
I see me, I'm the little one.
Let's see, where's
Yeah,
Geri?
it's moving over to this here.
There we
She's
go.
on the left, yeah.
So can you see Geri now? Oops.
Do you see me now? Can you hear me now?
Are you able to see Geri?
You muted them.
Everyone is?
Can everybody see Geri?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, welcome. I'm going to start out, those of you who have your treat bag, let me go through and explain to you what you have. And if you didn't...
Can you turn your microphone on?
Here we go. Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Sorry.
If you have your treat bag in front of you, let's go through and see what you have. You have a lemon, and the reason for the lemon is that I want you to start with a plain palate. So if you'll make yourself some lemon water and take a drink. This will help cleanse your palate. It will take off any oils that you have on there so that when you're tasting chocolate, which is the most important thing that we're going to be doing here today, you will get a full taste for it. You don't need to make it real lemony, just a squirt or two in a glass of water. And the water should be at room temperature because, again, we don't want to have your taste buds be burnt or be cold. Cheers. With that, for drinking, you also have a tea bag of matcha tea. Go ahead and make yourself a cup of tea, which is, again, lukewarm, just at room temperature. And this, I'm going to ask you to take a little sip in between each taste, because part of what you're going to be doing is seeing if you can discern flavors of different kinds of chocolates. So between each one, just take a little sip of matcha tea. And I hope that you're a little bit hungry because that will make it a lot nicer for you. You have chocolate in bags. Each bag, or you've got chocolate bars if there were two of you, each bag says a country on it. That's all I'm telling you, is what country this is coming from. The chocolates really are very similar. They're all what we would call dark chocolates. The amount of cocoa mass is very similar. And so this is going to be a real test and a real good way for us to taste differences rather than just doing milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate. So this is really an advanced level tasting. We're at the graduate level here. Then you've got a little baggie with just some pellets in it. Be careful. These are 100% cocoa. There's no sugar. There's no additives. So we used to call it baking chocolate. And you know a funny story. We call it baking, and we thought that baker's chocolate, which was a pure 100% chocolate, was only for bakers. No, Mr. Baker is the one who started this company in the 1800s in the Boston area. But this chocolate, I want you to taste at the very, very end, if you want to, so that you can see what it's like. I oftentimes mix chocolates when I'm making things. If I want it to have a richer flavor to it, I'll put in just a few of these to give it that extra depth. Remember, no sugar in here. Then you have what makes the magic. This is the cocoa bean itself. And we'll talk about those. It almost looks like a dried up almond. And this is what comes from nature. This is what comes from the tree. This is in your bag. This isn't in your bag. This is a cocoa pod. Most people never, ever get to see a cocoa pod because they're only within 20 degrees of the equator. I've been traveling the world collecting cocoa pods. In your bag, you also have a little box. Gold if it's for one person, silver if it's for two. These are the two chocolates that we're going to be making today. So don't eat them yet. When I start to make them, I'll ask you to eat them so that you'll know what's being made right in front of your eyes. Okay, are we ready? First of all, let's talk a little bit about how to taste chocolate, because my goal, I'm sorry. We have to do a thank you to Dr. Dave Hornbrook for giving us the bags. This is the best cosmetic dentist in town. Not to say that after eating a lot of chocolate we're going to need him, but in case you need somebody, he's our guy. When we're tasting chocolate, we want to make sure that we're in the mood. So we want to be quiet, sit down, be comfortable. No alcohol, please, right now, because I want you to be fully aware. If you want to have some soft music going, put the cat out, at least I did, dogs outside, so that you can just have a full, kind of like a spa experience here. Let's have a sip of our lemon water. When we're tasting chocolate, we're looking at a lot of different things. Now you have your chocolate tasting terms. These are just suggestions. There's nowhere that it says that you have to look for all of these tastes. And you also have a wheel which has suggestions on taste. And you have a sheet for where you can write things down, just like you would do a wine tasting. So write down on it which country is your first taste, and it doesn't matter. Just make sure that it's not the one that's the 100% cocoa. Doesn't matter which one you do, and my goal is that while I'm talking about history or how to make chocolate, that you're just sitting here eating away. Just enjoying the chocolates and being surprised by this one has a little raspberry in it. This one has a little earth in it. This one I get a mushroom taste too. Where'd that come from? It's okay if you don't like some. It's okay if you like some more than others. Write that down. There's no wrong answers. And this is just for you to learn how to taste chocolate rather than eat chocolate. They're two very different things. So when we're going to taste chocolate, one of the things that we look at first is what does it look like? You see, most of your chocolate is real shiny. Well, that means it's well tempered. But in your bags, you have one that's in there that isn't quite as shiny. It's a little grayish. This piece is a year old because I bought some of the chocolate a year ago and found them. And I wanted you to see the difference. There's nothing wrong with this chocolate. It's not as shiny, it doesn't look as good, but it still has the snap, and I'll let you decide about the flavor, if that works or not for you. So first we're looking at it. Is it shiny? Is it grainy looking? Does it have little bumps on it? That would be the sugar coming out. Does it have swirls of white? That would be the cocoa butter coming out. And that would be if it had been stored improperly. If chocolate gets more than 100 degrees, maybe 110 degrees, the cocoa butter starts to release. And that's when you get what's called chocolate bloom. And the butter content is coming out. Doesn't mean it's ruined. So it really takes a lot to have to throw away chocolate. Now we're going to smell it. Well, okay, there's a smell. Let's try another way. Take your thumb and rub the chocolate. Do you see it changing? Is it getting on your thumb? No, I'm not going to ask you to smell your thumb. But now smell the chocolate. Does it have more of aroma? Very slowly, just inhale. Let it fill you up. Now, what did you think of that aroma? Was there anything noticeable to you about it? Now let's see the snap. Let's break a piece. Did it snap? Can you hear that? The snap means that it's properly tempered. When you have chocolate that's been around too long, this one still worked. It might not have that crisp snap to it. When you eat a piece of chocolate, you want to get that first original snap when you bite into it. Sometimes you'll have an inside which is liquid or at least it's very runny. And when you bite into it, you get that snap, and then you get the luscious taste from whatever the filling is. It's a good time to talk about the difference between chocolate and candy. When you're eating a piece of candy or confection that has a filling which can be any flavor in the world, that is a confection or a piece of candy. What you have in front of you now is chocolate. So we're doing chocolate tasting, but we will be making some candy. So it's kind of funny if somebody says, well, I'm a chocolate maker. Really? Do you do bean to bar? That you make the chocolate? Some people do. Or are you a candy maker? There is a difference there. So we felt that snap. okay, from when we just broke it in. Now, are you getting ready to taste? Pick one. Did you write down which one are you going to try? We looked at it, we smelled it, and now I'm going to tell you what to do before I do it. I'm going to ask you to take a piece of chocolate and chew it. Don't swallow, just chew. And kind of like bubble gum, then put it on the top of your mouth. Make a wad of it, like you're trying to save your bubble gum for later without anybody knowing. You go put it on the top of your mouth, and you're going to move it around. Your taste buds in different parts of your mouth pick up different tastes. So we're going to move it around to see what taste you get. You might want to go to your taste chart or your taste list and see if that helps you to get some ideas about what you're tasting. It tastes something, I don't know what words to put to it. This might help you. We're also going to breathe through the chocolate. While you've got that mound on the top, on the roof of your mouth, open your mouth and inhale so that the air goes past that chocolate mound. Then your breath will take it up to your nose. So you'll be tasting it and smelling it at the same time. Ready? Let's chew.